We are back and we are surviving Gabrielle Union and her tasty cake tongue. We are surviving her tasty cake tongue. Everybody smash that like button. There's an arrow in the sky. Heard you with the wish is wrong. Uh-huh. Like an eye in your eye. One of the dreams are gone. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There any longer. It's not there any longer. We both. Something happens. And stronger. Pretend. We must stop pretending. I can't live this lie. I don't care who's wrong or right. I don't really wanna fuck no more. Uh-huh. Let's go. Let's sleep on it tonight. I don't really wanna fuck no more. It's time for letting go. Oh my God. It's time for letting go, Gabrielle and Dwyane. Here is green. Love this breath is piles on me. Oh my God. Can't you see that I don't care? You looking right through me. Yeah. Seems to be the lady. Salute, salute to everyone in the goddamn building, ladies and gentlemen. We are surviving Tasty Cake Tongue. That's what I want y'all to call Gabrielle. We're going to call Gabrielle Union Tasty Cake Tongue. Salute to everybody in the goddamn building, the lounge, my Valentine in the motherfucking building, pure the Bible. Salute to the beautiful woman. I'm talking about my motherfucking Valentine. God damn it. Yo, I've told y'all before that it all will start to come to light coming close to February, coming close to March. Everybody must be exposed during survival. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody safe. You know, of course, the internet will start fucking up right now, guys, but don't worry, we're going to still keep going. We must blow out the freak on candles. You know what I'm talking about? Guy Lathan's in the building. Yeah, I'm talking about Lou, motherfucking Lou. We is in here and we are surviving Gabrielle Union's tongue. Her tasty cake motherfucking tongue. That's what I need y'all to put the tasty cakes in the building because we already know Gabrielle Union. She admitted and she is comfortable with eating Dwyane Wade's tasty cakes during survival, and that's fine. But we must get to the bottom of this because as y'all see, Diddy Glover's documentary, the docu-series, if y'all missed that shit, they done had Diddy's publishers, motherfuckers that was close to him, helping him in the freak-offs. Everybody's turning their back on Diddy Glover. Pure survival. So ain't no way that Diddy should not tell on Gabrielle and tell on Dwyane and everybody else. Oprah Winfrey, all the motherfuckers. Prayers of Bible. Because Diddy didn't do this shit all by his goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? But Gabrielle, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say allegedly. Okay, Gabrielle? But allegedly, sources close to Diddy is saying that he agreed to testify that Gabrielle Union allegedly was recording the freak offs. Yes, Gabrielle Union was holding a motherfucking camera while Diddy Glover and Dwyane Wade allegedly was doing some things with some motherfucking minors. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? And Gabrielle, I am telling you allegedly, but if you held the camera and was playing with your motherfucking taco meat, because they said that Diddy Glover would sit there and record motherfuckers and he would be playing with his wiener, choking his motherfucking chicken during survival. You know what I'm saying? And the man said that Diddy made him have sex with a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Which I was like, God damn, so Diddy forced you to get some pussy. Pure survival. You know what I mean? But I think Diddy clapped his cheeks. I really think Diddy clapped his cheeks. But Gabrielle, this right here alone shows God Lathan hit that super chat. Thank you so much, God Lathan. You're going to start something in the super chat during survival. You're going to start something, God Lathan. You know what I'm saying? But look, we got it right here, Gabrielle. Right before Diddy got locked up, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade was talking about partying on a live, on Diddy Glover's Freak Off Live.
Family. Good. Hi, guys. Yo, we partying with y'all, man. We partying with y'all. Keep going.
You see this shit? Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade got their motherfucking freak off Easter suits on Diddy Glover's Live with Diddy Glover's freak off twin. That's King Combs and his motherfucking dad, looking like two little freak off twins, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? This is her live. Gabrielle, ain't that you right there in that motherfucking suit? And then Dwayne hiding in the back. Y'all talking about y'all wanted to party. This is Diddy Glover's freak off live before he got locked up. Gabrielle.
Family. Good. Hi, guys. Yo, we partying with y'all, man. We partying with y'all. Keep going. What up, baby?
Yeah. Oh, y'all got on your Easter best.
Listen. You know, we here.
Hey, yo, they can't. We can still gotta praise them, but we still gotta be at our best. Y'all like that?
Y'all look like y'all had a close relationship, Gabrielle. Now, none of y'all wanted nothing to do with Diddy Glover, but you are right there on Diddy Glover's Freak Off Live talking about partying in Easter motherfucking freak off outfits during Survival. And you sat there and was talking about how you talked to the minors and talked to them into if they should have sex and all that. I remember I talked about this, Gabrielle. So if Diddy is going to testify that you allegedly held the motherfucking camera, you held the camera, Gabrielle. This is fucking wild. This is wild.
This couple that's out there on the action doing your thing, and showing about that black love, showing about that love in general. Hey yo, wait, this may be the flyest joint I ever seen you wear, though. I ain't gonna lie. Joint, so you came to show out.
Hey, baby, listen. She said she said Diddy wanted to talk to us. He wanted us on there. I said we gotta put something on there.
Yeah, Diddy want to talk to us. Diddy want to party, so I got to throw some freak off clothes on. This is wild.
No doubt. We gonna party with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And give some love to the healthcare.
We're going to party with y'all. Oh, my God. This shit is right here, living proof. And I told y'all that Diddy's going to start telling. He's already naming names. Diddy's already been naming the names of the people who he was going to tell on. This is why Dwayne been quiet, motherfucking Gabrielle been quiet, because Diddy is going to start telling all these names.
Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod.
You heard him say Oprah, Drake, motherfucking Gabrielle, all of y'all. Diddy is telling on all you motherfuckers.
Drake. Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys.
Will Smith, Alicia Keys. Oh my God.
Oprah. J-Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys. King God. Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart.
Justin Bieber, Kevin Hart, all of them. You think Diddy wasn't saying this with this little baby right here for no motherfucking reason? Pure survival? He had a whole goddamn list of people, Gabrielle, and your name is on the top of Diddy Glover's freak off list that he's announcing.
King God. Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart. Mark Wahlberg. Snoop.
Wow.
DJ Khaled. Swiss Beats. Kelly Rowland. Chris Brown. Balloon. Issa Rae. Sierra. Janelle Monáe. Yeah.
Well. Not Diddy singing like a bird and exposing his entire guest list in this video. You know, most of these...
His whole freak off guest list. Diddy was naming so many motherfuckers. I was like, I hope he don't say my name. Pure survival. I thought Diddy Glover was about to say my goddamn name. He's telling on everybody that's on this motherfucking list. I'm telling y'all, because everybody turned their backs on Diddy Glover during Survival. They turned their backs. And I'm not talking about to get their cheeks clapped. Y'all try to be quiet, Gabrielle, but you've been said some freaky weird shit in the past, so I believe all of this shit during survival.
People have been awfully quiet since this entire drama with Diddy began. And maybe it's because they want us to forget that they have been accused of some pretty similar things. But not on my watch. Dwyane Wade, Gabrielle Union, please come to the front.
Peter Wilson. Gabrielle Union. Dwyane Wade.
You hear that? Gabrielle Union, Dwyane Wade, Diddy is yelling for y'all. Why are y'all not responding? So Diddy got tired of that motherfucking shit. Now he's telling on everybody. Pure survival.
Gabrielle Union, please come to the front.
Peter Wilson. Gabrielle Union. Dwyane Wade. Usher. Demi Lovato. Shaq and his whole family.
Y'all have a case to answer.
They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they're getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers. Energy
And I'm
transfers.
not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front, so they went to the back and there was a bunch of old boys back there, all naked in the Wade house.
Wow. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. Everybody knows Jaguar Wright was the first to say it during survival. That a friend of hers went to Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade freak off dungeon, and they went into the backyard, and there was a bunch of buck naked motherfuckers, and it was minors. She's saying minors that was in the back of motherfucking Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade's freak off dungeon. Pure survival. And y'all seen how Dwyane Wade was living his sexuality through his son Zion during survival. Through Zion.
And there was a bunch of old boys back there, all naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking boosie.
I mean, maybe y'all also need to stop calling Jaguar Wright crazy. Because hasn't she also been calling out Dwyane Wade and Gabby like she did with Diddy? Aren't a lot of the things she said about Diddy being confirmed? Well, maybe we should pay close attention to what she was saying about Dwyane Wade, which is that he hosts parties filled with... And the older people are always taking advantage of the younger ones. Talk about freak offs 2.0. And you know, I would call it smoke if it was just Jaguar saying these things. But the thing is, she is not the only one who has said this about specifically Dwyane and Gabby. Back in the...
So she's not the only one that's saying Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union was hosting freak offs at their motherfucking house in their freak off dungeon. This was motherfucking Dwyane Wade's freak off bodyguard, Pure Survival. Looked like they had a love affair. I don't know if they had a love affair during survival. But Dwyane Wade is holding on to him like, oh, daddy, hold me tight. Hold me tight. I got a basketball game. Slap me in the tasty cakes so I can have a real good motherfucking game during survival. But this man right here is a victim of sexual harassment. And he came out and said the same thing that Jaguar Wright was saying. Pure survival. How did this man come out and say the same thing if this shit ain't true?
All about freak offs 2.0. And you know, I would call it smoke if it was just Jaguar saying these things. But the thing is, she is not the only one who has said this about specifically Dwyane and Gabby. Back in the day, Dwyane Wade's former business partner, Baron Richard Von Houtman, actually exposed that Dwyane Wade was hosting some very questionable parties. But not a lot of people believed him because maybe people thought he had beef with Dwyane and was trying to get back at him. Well, now people are beginning to see how everything he was...
And look at this motherfucking blouse. Look how happy this man is in this motherfucking blouse. Pure survival. Dwyane Wade, I can see all the baby oil. You can see the... So Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union was hosting their own alleged freak-off parties. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if this was true at first, but it's too many people. The dude that worked with him said the same thing. Pure survival.
Saying actually made a lot of sense. Richard said that he got sucked into doing business with Dwyane because he had a first-class media persona, and people viewed him as the new Michael Jordan. He said that Dwyane Wade was that good guy, father of the year, and celebrity who...
Salute to Angelus just hit that cash app. Thank you so much. Pure survival. Angelus Copeland just hit that cash app. I can see the cash apps coming across the screen. We are surviving Gabrielle Union, and we are surviving Dwyane Wade. This is wild.
He had a first-class media persona, and people viewed him as the new Michael Jordan. He said that Dwyane Wade was that good guy, father of the year, and celebrity who had his head on his shoulder. But he found out a year after he was nothing like that. According to Richard, Dwyane Wade used an apartment to host adult parties with his entourage during his marriage, and he even went into the details of the apartment, saying, "It was a 4-bedroom place on the first floor of a high-rise. One day I got a call from my cleaning crew at the apartment. I went down there and what I saw was disgusting. The apartment was trashed, filthy, and it wasn't the first time. Apparently,
now the dude said that Dwyane Wade's apartment was filthy, it was funky, pure survival. It smelled like Long John fucking Silvers, and that's some funky vagina, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that Diddy's the dude who worked for Diddy that used to have to clean his freak off parties. They said, I think he said it was called a king night, not a freak off, but a king night. So Dwyane Wade's motherfucking hotels was stinking and fart in the air and everything else, and this man had to clean it. This is wild.
he had a first-class media persona, and people viewed him as the new Michael Jordan. He said that Dwyane Wade was that good guy, father of the year, and celebrity who had his head on his shoulder. But he found out a year after he was nothing like that. According to Richard, Dwyane Wade used an apartment to host adult parties with his entourage during his marriage, and he even went into the details of the apartment, saying, "It was a 4-bedroom place on the first floor of a high-rise. One day I got a call from my cleaning crew at the apartment. I went down there and what I saw was disgusting. The apartment was trashed, filthy, and it wasn't the first time. Apparently, they'd have those parties there 2 or 3 times a week, and there were always dozens of people in there, including rappers, Dwyane Wade and his entourage, and men and women they'd pick up at clubs. He even described the scenes after a party, saying there were used condoms on the floor of the bedrooms, obvious signs of intimate activities on all the beds, empty
Now, didn't they say the same thing about Diddy? That it was used freak off condoms with babies still in the motherfucking condoms? Pure survival. The babies inside the condoms, crying and screaming and motherfucking yelling, "Please let me out of this condom." That's the same shit that was going on at Diddy Glover's freak off dungeon. And I'm not going to think, Gabrielle, that you are innocent. You play that little bougie motherfucker in the movie, Pure Survival, but you ain't nothing like you are in a fucking movie, Pure Survival.
and women they pick up at clubs. He even described the scenes after a party, saying there were used condoms on the floor of the bedrooms, obvious signs of intimate activities on all the beds, empty champagne and hard liquor bottles, nearly finished blunts, and half-eaten food rotting on tables and furniture. And guess what? Gabby was also very much present at these parties that were being hosted by Dwyane.
Gabrielle Union was there when Dwyane Wade was hosting these freak off parties. Pure survival. So put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Gabrielle is just as guilty as Dwyane. Or put a 2 in the chat if y'all think Gabrielle Union is innocent. Pure survival. But it looked like they both got a gang of baby oil on right now. Both of them. We can see the baby oil, Gabrielle. You know what I'm saying? I am not going to sit there and think that you allowed motherfucking Dwyane Wade and y'all talk Dwyane Wade's son and allow him to get rid of his ding-a-ling-a-ling during survival. You know what I'm saying? And you knew all about the shit. And they said that you was there at these parties, Gabrielle. So I'm not going to think that you fucking innocent. I'm not.
Food rotting on tables and furniture. And guess what? She was part and parcel of whatever was going on. Now, around the same time Richard made the allegations, Dwyane Wade's ex-wife, Siobhan Funches Wade, claimed in their divorce case that Dwyane gave her an undisclosed STD caught outside the marriage. And
wow, so Dwyane Wade allegedly, well, I can't say allegedly because his ex-wife said that he gave her, I think, herpes or something like that. That's the same thing that they said that Diddy gave Usher. They all run around with the same type of vaginal diseases. Pure survival, allegedly.
Dwyane Wade's ex-wife, Siobhan Funches Wade, claimed in their divorce case that Dwyane gave her an undisclosed STD caught outside the marriage. And the assumption was that it was highly likely that the STD was contracted in one of the wild parties that Dwyane was hosting, and still hosts, according to Jaguar Wright. You see, the thing with Dwyane is that people have always said that he hosts these parties to live his fantasies, which is why the controversy surrounding his parties is that they are usually filled with young male artists.
That these parties that they were throwing, these men allegedly was underage and they were being pimped out during survival.
contracted in one of the wild parties that Dwyane was hosting and still hosts, according to Jaguar Wright. You see, the thing with Dwyane is that people have always said that he hosts these parties to live his fantasies, which is why the controversy surrounding his parties is that they are usually filled with young male artists, many of them not even of age, being taken advantage of and pimped out to the older men. Plus, we all know the allegations about him being on the DL have been around for ages. In fact, as far as Dwyane is concerned, he even fueled those speculations himself during a 2021 interview with I Am Athlete, where he revealed that he used to wear his sister's heels and clothes when he was a kid.
And y'all remember that when Dwyane Wade, and we not talking about his sexuality, pure survival, because we don't give a damn. He's a grown-ass motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? Because even Gabrielle Union said in the past that Diddy cheated on her. I mean, that Dwyane cheated on her with Diddy during survival. You know what I mean? So why wouldn't I not believe this? And this man said that he was playing with dolls. He wasn't playing with motherfucking Transformers and G.I. Joes and motherfucking Nintendo 64s. He was playing with Barbie fucking dolls. And he admitted it. Pure survival.
During a 2021 interview with I Am Athlete, where he revealed that he used to wear his sister's heels and clothes when he was a kid.
Like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first I said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did. And then it kept going further and further. And then me and my wife had to look at each other and say, well, what if?
There have also been...
Now, you see that? He admitted that he was wearing dresses and doing all this shit. So when he saw his son doing it, he thought, oh, it's just normal. He doing what I was doing. I was loving the wigs and the dresses and all that shit. So he never had that conversation. Pure Bible. He just embraced it. To me, I feel like he was trying to live out his secret gay fantasy through his son. That's just my opinion. Pure Bible.
Where he revealed that he used to wear his sister's heels and clothes when he was a kid.
Like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first I said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did. And then it kept going further and further. And then me and my wife had to look at each other and say, well, what if?
There have also been a few more pointers here and there about him being on the DL. Like how Dwyane once exposed a photo with Gabrielle and his legs were crossed as he...
Look at that motherfucker right there. Pure survival. You telling me, look at how he got his thighs and his ashy motherfucking kneecaps. Look at his kneecaps. We are surviving Dwyane Wade's motherfucking ashy gay kneecaps during survival. What man is going to be sitting there laid up like this with his wife during survival? He looked like he want to be more of the goddamn mother, you know what I'm saying, than Gabrielle. Look at that shit right there. Pure survival. She need to put some lotion on her motherfucking thighs. But he probably was waiting for Diddy to put the baby oil on those motherfucking thighs, Dwyane. We can see the goddamn truth. You know what I'm saying? And this is crazy that this fucking internet keep messing up. This is wild. Oh, man. But look at this shit, man. This shit is crazy. Dwyane is sitting there with his legs crossed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry for the internet. But look at this shit with this man. You know what I'm saying? He want to be more of a woman than Gabrielle Union. This is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I believe every bit of this shit. And then Gabrielle, we already heard the conversation with you talking to that young girl. We're going to get to that too.
There have also been a few more pointers here and there about him being on the DL. Like how Dwyane once exposed a photo with Gabrielle and his legs were crossed as he exposed a thigh tattoo. And he also posted a photo showing off his painted toes and a gold anklet.
And look at this motherfucking toes. Look at his goddamn toes. Did Diddy have this man do this to his toes? Pure survival. Look, he got the gay ankle ring or goddamn necklace. Then he got his toes done. This is everything. This is a woman's dream to do this shit right here. This is a woman's dream. And this is what Dwyane Wade's been doing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is fine. If he want to be a grown man and paint his motherfucking toenails and get the goddamn the necklaces for his ankles during survival, this is on him. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that these are alleged minors that could be involved, that's where I come in at. You know what I'm saying? But this is fucking crazy right here. Pure survival. This man is shot all the way out.
Like how Dwayne once exposed a photo with Gabrielle and his legs were crossed as he exposed a thigh tattoo. And he also posted a photo showing off his painted toes and a gold anklet. In addition, there was a blind item that made rounds saying that a former A-list NBA player says on road trips he used to sleep with his A-plus list teammate who is also now retired, and that both men are married to women. And the names that came up a lot with regards to the blind items were Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. In addition, Boosie suggested that Dwayne Wade has always been on the DL. Like when he shared a post on Twitter where he wrote while targeting Gabrielle Union, LOL, the whole world know I love women, and the world know your husband loved D. I hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang him with that D and wait on the script, you little white girl. Boosie.
Wow, and that's what Boosie said about Gabrielle. You know what I mean? Because she tried to come for him because he was telling the truth. You know what I mean? And she said, Boosie said, go bang Dwayne with that Dido. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's what she was doing. But you remember when she was talking to the little 15-year-old girl, telling them how to have sex and stuff like that? Right here.
Their brains. And at one point, I think it was a young girl that you may have mentored, and she was saying how she went down on a dude, and you were like, well, did he eat your pussy? And she looked at her friends like, no, and you were giving her a 101 on reciprocity.
Yes.
And this the same thing that DJ Academics just did to this little 15-year-old the other day, grooming the 15-year-old. Pure Survival. She was supposed to have been mentoring a 15-year-old girl, and the 15-year-old girl said that this dude asked her to go down on him. And then Gabrielle Union asked the girl she's supposed to be mentoring, 15 years old, and said, well, did he go down on you? Basically saying, look, if you go down on him, he should go down on you. And instead of telling that girl you shouldn't be having sex at all. This is what Gabrielle was saying. So you don't think I'm going to believe this shit? Pure Survival.
A dude, and you were like, well, did he eat your pussy? And she looked at her friends like, no, and you were giving her a 101 on reciprocity.
Yes. I think that's a very unequal relationship. That sounds very one-sided. And while, a lot of people, a lot of women do enjoy, providing fellatio, for sure there needs to be some cunnilingus, same time. Or not, or directly after or before. And I said,
And why would you tell this little girl that instead of just telling her to stay in school? You saying, well, if you're going to go down on him, we're going to do it 69. Make sure that his tasty cakes and his nutsack is dangling all over your motherfucking head. You got the New Year's Eve balls. You know what I'm saying? That's dropping like New Year's Eve. You told this girl that if you're going to get teabagged, make sure that he's eating your box during survival. Make sure that he's eating your box when you're getting teabagged. This is what she's telling a 15-year-old girl. Pure Survival. Let's get them likes up to 200.
Ratio. For sure there needs to be some cunnilingus, same time. Or not, or directly after or before. And I said, and then ask her to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did.
And then she told the 15-year-old girl to ask the dude to eat her rear end. She said, ask the boy to eat your motherfucking ass. This is what Gabrielle Union said and admitted in this interview to a 15-year-old. Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? Not only do you better make sure that he eats your kitty cat, Pure Survival, and then make sure you eat his nutsack, but make sure that you get him to eat your motherfucking butt. So think about this. Let's say if the boy that she talking about was 15 too. So these are two 15-year-olds eating each other's ass. This is the advice that she gave to our youth. Pure Survival.
Same time. Or not, or directly after or before. And I said, and then ask her to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did. And that's how you gotta teach these kids. You gotta really get them young.
Wow, she said this is how you gotta teach these kids to eat each other's ass and get them while they're young. So you think that I don't believe when Diddy is saying allegedly that you was recording the freak-offs while him and Dwyane Wade was having freak-offs with minors? Pure Survival? I told you I'm going to say allegedly, Gabrielle, but I got to go through the goddamn receipts and listen until you say this and say we got to get these kids while they're young. Pure Survival, you hear me? I'm telling you, I bet you your breath smell like oral sex and tasty cake juice. Right now, as we speak, her breath smell like oral sex and tasty cake juice. This is crazy, guys.
fellatio. For sure, there needs to be some cunnilingus, same time, or not, or directly after or before. And I said, and then ask her to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did, and that's how you gotta teach these kids. You gotta really get them young and say, look, if you're gonna be just offering blowjobs willy-nilly, there should be, some pleasure that you experience in return.
She said, if you're going to get, she said, you got to get the kids while they're young. And if you're going to be pleasuring somebody, you're going down. We're talking about minors, okay? Pure survival. If you're going to be going down on another minor, make sure that you're getting pleasure at the same time. This is Gabrielle motherfucking Union advice to the youth. This is wow.
Offering blowjobs willy-nilly, there should be, some pleasure that you experience in return. But it's only fair.
Is there an age limit for this conversation? Like, what's the youngest you would go for this?
Well, if we're talking about sexual gratification, I'm not here to police anyone and give you the right age or wrong age.
Yeah.
I know people who lost their virginity in their 30s, and they were like, it sucked. I could have done this much earlier. And I know people who lost their virginity, in their teens, and it was a beautiful experience. So,
and you see that? She know people in their 30s that lost their virginities, and it was an awful experience. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know losing your virginity in your 30s. Oh my God. But anyway, she said it was an awful experience. But then she said she know people who lost their virginities as a teenager, and it was a wonderful experience. That's almost like you're telling the teens you should lose your virginity as fast as possible because it's going to feel better if you wait till you motherfucking 30. You know what I'm saying? This is wild that this woman is saying this.
To police anyone and give you the right age or wrong age. Yeah. I know people who lost their virginity in their 30s, and they were like, it sucked. I could have done this much earlier. And I know people who lost their virginity, in their teens, and it was a beautiful experience. So I'm not here to offer any sort of insight as to when you should, begin your sexual journey. But what I'm saying is whenever that is, whenever you are having consensual sexual relationships, there should be equal pleasure.
All she's saying is it should be equal pleasure, no matter how old you is. Instead of saying to a young person, look, just wait until you get married. Like you could have said anything. You know what I mean? Even if they don't wait till they get married. Like all you can say is if you're going to let somebody bust it wide open or eat somebody or lick the wrapper, make sure that they're licking the kitty cat. Meow. This is all this woman can say. This shit is wild.
Or having consensual sexual relationships, there should be equal pleasure. And we're not just the vessel for someone else's pleasure. This should be a symbiotic relationship.
Reciprocity. So wait a second. So if she gives you a blowjob, he goes down with her, she eats his ass, he eats her ass, then that means she has to eat it then?
I mean, if we're talking about, what's all time here, reciprocity.
Yeah, see, so she said, dude said, so if the young girl go down and he eats her butt, should she eat his butt too? And she said, yeah, it's reciprocity, or it's the butt is on a recipe or some shit like that. Pure Bible. This shit is crazy.
And we're not just the vessel for someone else's pleasure. This should be a symbiotic relationship.
Reciprocity. So wait a second. So if she gives you a blowjob, he goes down with her, she eats his ass, he eats her ass, then that means she has to eat it then?
I mean, if we're talking about, what's all time here, reciprocity.
Guys really are, at least the ones I know,
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
it's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first ate a butt?
Now, they just asked Gabrielle Union how old was she when she first started eating butt. When she first started eating butt. That's what they just asked her.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
it's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first ate a butt?
The teddy bear. That teddy bear got it. From the rooter to the tutor, that's teddy bear.
Lift up the furry tail.
I liberated him.
Don't move, bear.
Yes.
No matter
I'm
what you do.
enjoying this bear. I mean, listen. It's all about equality. And a lot of times, especially women feel like, I'm gonna lose him if I don't do X, Y, Z. And there's never any thought to the woman having any expectation of enjoying sex.
So she been eating butt since she was in motherfucking kindergarten. This is what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? This is just wild at this point. And this is why Gabrielle Union was sitting there, you know what I'm saying, sitting there going off because she claimed that Diddy cheated on her. I mean, that Dwyane cheated on her with Diddy. But to me, you knew all about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way. You are a very freaky individual. And my whole thing is to say this shit to a minor is sad. Y'all got to get them likes to 200. This is crazy.
Like the Wade family is back in the news for another drama, and this time, once again, it has to do with Dwyane Wade's sexuality. But it's not just his sexuality that is making headlines this time, it's the stories of his infidelity too. The player recently got exposed by his wife for cheating on her, and he didn't just cheat on her with anyone ordinary. Allegedly, he cheated on her with the music mogul Diddy. The sexuality of Dwyane Wade has been a question for many years now, and many people believe that he is in fact attracted to men.
And how's she gonna get mad that Gabrielle got mad because Dwyane Wade cheated on her with Diddy, but she knew all about it. You know what I mean? She's been at these freak off dungeons. They said that she used to have freak off parties at her house. So you knew all about it. This is crazy, guys. Thank you so much. The lounge said, smash that like button. Everybody in the building, we are surviving Gabrielle Union's tongue. This is crazy.
It seems like the Wade family is back in the news for another drama, and this time, once again, it has to do with Dwyane Wade's sexuality. But it's not just his sexuality that is making headlines this time, it's the stories of his infidelity too. The player recently got exposed by his wife for cheating on her, and he didn't just cheat on her with anyone ordinary. Allegedly, he cheated on her with the music mogul Diddy. The sexuality of Dwyane Wade has been a question for many years now, and many people believe that he is in fact attracted to men. There have even been witnesses and sources who have revealed instances where Dwyane had homosexual encounters with other men. And now his wife has had enough of his games, and Union is finally speaking up about the whole issue.
I choose to center my peace and my self-worth now.
You see,
and she chooses to center her peace and her self-worth, but we give a damn about the minors. So anybody that played a part with Diddy is going to be hard for y'all to get away because he's telling on everybody. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is when Gabrielle Union was crying about Diddy and Dwyane cheating on her with Diddy. But my whole thing is, you been knew about that man's sexuality. Pure Bible. He's sitting there with his legs motherfucking crossed, with his ashy thighs in the air like that, Pure Bible, painting his nails and getting motherfucking jewelry for his ankles, and you gonna act like you didn't know about it? Get the fuck out of here. Pure Bible.
Has had enough of his games, and Union is finally speaking up about the whole issue.
I choose to center my peace and my self-worth now.
You see, Wade has this reputation for throwing parties. The people inside Hollywood know this all too well. These aren't just regular parties, these are gay parties where closeted men of Hollywood go to blow off steam. Now Wade isn't the only one who's known to be involved in such parties. Another prominent figure in Hollywood also has the same kind of reputation, and that's none other than the music mogul Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy and Wade had been sleeping around, and Union just found out about all of this and decided to put an end to all of it.
And this is around the time before Diddy got locked up and Dwyane Wade was going off, acting like she just found out that Dwyane Wade and Diddy Glover was clapping cheeks when she been knew about it.
What's more is that according to sources, she has already filed for divorce and is living separately from Wade at the moment. Welcome back to the Celebrity Hyped. In today's video, we will be talking about how Gabrielle Union exposed Dwyane Wade for cheating on her with Diddy. But before we get to all the juicy bits of the video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.
And I was like, so you were going to propose marriage, but in case I said no, you had a lovely woman from Greece, apparently, en route to Jacksonville. Okay, we're off to a great start. Should have been a red flag.
Gabrielle Union, Wade's wife, has been going through it ever since she got married to the guy.
The couple tried their best to portray the image of a perfect family, a power couple, but their house of cards seems to be coming right down.
Their house of cards was coming down. That's why I said I had to go through the receipts. How didn't you know that Dwayne was into all of this right here? When he did all of this shit right here, smash that like button. Put a one in the chat if y'all think that Gabrielle Union knew about Dwayne Wade's affairs. You know what I mean? How can shout out to Nino Brown, because Nino Brown pointed all this out, right? How didn't you know? Like, if you got somebody in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, and they into some stuff, you gonna know about it. And you accepted all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nino Brown. He pointed all of this out. And tell me Gabrielle Union didn't know all of this right here.
I ain't got nothing against you men wanting to be women. But if all y'all men want to be women, what the women gonna do? Gabrielle Union has transitioned Dwyane Wade into a full-blown sissy. Dwyane Wade has come out the closet. Dwyane Wade has transitioned to a tranny, to a sissy.
Look at this. You telling me she didn't know about this? I feel like she was all a part of this. Bills of Bible. When he started to look like Dennis Rodman on crack, you know what I'm saying? When he started doing this shit right here, this is the same thing that motherfucker Jaden Smith and all them people in Hollywood, Pills of Bible, when they were screaming and yelling to come out. His motherfucking head looked like a goddamn freeze pop or water ice. You know what I'm saying? And like Nino Brown said, Gabrielle Union is the one who fucking turned that man into the shit. He already was into it, but she knew what was going on.
But if all y'all men want to be women, what the women gonna do? Gabrielle Union has transitioned Dwyane Wade into a full-blown sissy. Dwyane Wade has come out the closet. Dwyane Wade has transitioned to a tranny, to a sissy, to a girlie. Dwyane Wade has been delivered. Dwyane Wade is probably the most dominant NBA player that was number 3 in NBA history. But he done went from dominant to Dominique. He retired from the game of basketball.
He went from Dominique to Dominic. Did you hear what Nino Brown just said?
And it became a tall, big butt boy. Gabrielle Union is the black Kim Kardashian that has never been able to keep a man and can't give birth to a child. So somehow she done become bitter, right? Nobody.
So she can't give birth to a child. So that's what it is. Gabrielle Union can't have kids. So this is why she played that part in having Dwyane Wade allowed, to me, allegedly turn his son into his motherfucking daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because she can't have kids. This is wild.
He done went from dominant to Dominique. He retired from the game of basketball and it became a tall, big butt boy. Gabrielle Union is the black Kim Kardashian that has never been able to keep a man and can't give birth to a child. So somehow she done become bitter, right? Nobody want her 51-year-old age. And somehow she done ran down here to Miami and run into Miami Heat, Dwyane Wade, and put his ass up under a witch spell.
Put him under a freak-off witch spell. Gabrielle Union in that vagina is toxic. It put that man under a freak-off witch spell.
And somehow she done ran down here to Miami and run into Miami Heat, Dwyane Wade, and put his ass up under a witch spell. Dwyane Wade is 41 years old. Gabrielle Union is 51 years old. So she is definitely the influencer in their marriage. And with that influence, she done convinced Dwyane Wade to turn into a full-blown sissy.
Wow, so I didn't know that Gabrielle Union is 10 years older than Dwyane Wade. So Gabrielle Union, let's get them likes up to 300. I didn't know that shit. He is going off. Yes, he is, sweetheart. Pure survival. Nino Brown is definitely going off. But yo, put a one in the chat if y'all knew that Gabrielle was 10 years older than Dwyane. I didn't know that. So yeah, she put that old spooky vagina on him. And I'm not saying that 51 is old, pure survival. But I'm just saying that vagina is demonic. That vagina's been in Hollywood, passed around like a motherfucking ping pong ball. You know what I'm saying? So she's 10 years old. People knew that she was 10 years older than him. I didn't know that. Pure survival. This is crazy.
up under a witch spell. Dwyane Wade is 41 years old. Gabrielle Union is 51 years old. So she is definitely the influencer in their marriage. And with that influence, she done convinced Dwyane Wade to turn into a full-blown sissy. Dwyane Wade now paints his fingernails, he wear purses, and he even wear goddamn blouses. I was sitting on a fuel occasion wearing an open blouse. Yeah, that's Dwyane Wade.
An open blouse with the fingernails. I'm telling you, this is why he was doing what he was doing with his kid. He was living out his freak off fantasy. He had a full-blown blouse. I didn't even know that.
In marriage. And with that influence, she done convinced Dwyane Wade to turn into a full-blown sissy. Dwyane Wade now paints his fingernails, he wear purses, and he even wear goddamn blouses. I was sitting on a few occasions wearing an open blouse. Yeah, that's Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade just did a photo shoot for GQ. Check this shit out. Look at this goddamn old time.
Look at this motherfucker right here. Oh my God. Look at this goddamn dude right here. Ain't no way you can see the way that he's standing. Pure Bible. He looked like the black motherfucking freak off Popeye the Stellar Man. Popeye the freak off Stellar Man. This is wild. Gabrielle, you did this to this man. Pure Bible. So I'm not going to let you act like you didn't know that Dwyane Wade was having a secret gay love affair with motherfucking Diddy Glover. Pure Bible. Look how tight them motherfucking jeans is. Ain't no motherfucking way. Even Genuine will come out in those jeans many times, many places. Is there any more room for me in those jeans? That's how Diddy was looking at the motherfucking jeans. Diddy Glover said, ooh, I like that, daddy. And I like those motherfucking shoes and the way you got your nails done for me. Oh, my God.
Dwyane Wade. Dwyane Wade just did a photo shoot for GQ. Check this shit out. Look at this goddamn old town road, Lil Nas X. Big, tall head and Dwyane Wade. That's who he is. Look at that nigga, man. Standing in front of people's camera, looking like Brokeback Mountain. Standing in front of people's camera, looking like Beyonce on Grammy night. What in the Texas Hold'em is this? I'll tell you exactly what happened to Dwyane Wade. In 2013, Dwyane Wade cheated on Gabrielle Union.
And y'all remember when Dwyane cheated on Gabrielle Union? His wife, his ex-wife said all this shit about Dwyane, and she was the side chick. Gabrielle Union was the side chick. You know, and no disrespect to the side chicks out there, pure the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Side chicks, you know, are lifesavers for some guys that's into that shit. Just like side niggas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, if you a side chick, and you want the dude to become a main motherfucker to you, pure the Bible, the same thing that you was doing, being on the side with him, he's going to do the same thing to you, pure the Bible. That's just the way it goes down. You know what I mean? So just like how you was sitting there being on the side, now you can't get mad when he do the same thing to you that you did to another female that was waiting home for that motherfucker, pure the Bible. You know what I'm saying? That's the same. It just goes around. And that's what Dwyane Wade did to Gabrielle Union. But I feel like Gabrielle Union accepted his sexuality, but that first wife, she wasn't with it. She wasn't with it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Is this. I'll tell you exactly what happened to Dwyane Wade. In 2013, Dwyane Wade cheated on Gabrielle Union and went and had a baby by another woman because she couldn't bear no goddamn kids. So her punishment to Dwyane Wade, because a year later they wound up getting married, right? But her punishment to Dwyane Wade was to publicly destroy him and tarnish his basketball legacy and make him live through his son. You know,
and live through his son Zion. I believe that shit too, Nino. Shout out to Nino.
Punishment to Dwyane Wade was to publicly destroy him and tarnish his basketball legacy and make him live.
And look at this. Look at this. Him and his son, Zion, pure survival. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's like Dwayne was living through his child during survival. And like I said, I don't mind if a person gets older and they choose whatever sexuality they choose. Pure survival. But he was like 6 or 7 years old, real young, and they were all for it of him allegedly getting rid of his motherfucking his wiener during survival. Why was Dwayne so for it? Didn't tell the boy, look, wait till you get old enough. Let you get some motherfucking coochie. You got to get some coochie first. Before you get rid of your motherfucking, you got to get some coochie first. You know what I mean? He didn't do that. He was all for it because Dwayne was living through his motherfucking son. Pure survival. That's what the hell I feel. You know what I mean? His Woody Woodpecker. You know?
Punishment to Dwyane Wade was to publicly destroy him and tarnish his basketball legacy and make him kneel through his son. You know the little other one, the Zaya, whatever his name, living through his son, the one Boosie be talking about. Dwyane Wade has a son that has NBA potential, but he don't train with him. He don't go to the basketball games with him, and he don't even publicly goddamn claim him unless he filed an income tax. Around the time he claiming his son because he's trying to get back a lot on income tax, but he don't claim him all through the year. He too busy promoting that other son that's confused.
And that's the one that, like he said, that Dwyane Wade has another son, pure survival. And he said Dwayne don't claim that other boy, and the other boy can be in the motherfucking NBA. You know what I'm saying? He only claimed him around income tax time, pure survival. But the one that he prances around is the one, Zion, the one that he was able to live out his secret fantasy through his boy. Well, his girl now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know he had another son because he don't never talk about the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Let's get them likes up to 300, guys. Shout out to everybody in the building. If you want to become a member, hit that members joint. We surviving Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade over here. We need them likes up to 300. You know what I'm saying? This is wild.
So the one Boosie be talking about. Dwyane Wade has a son that has NBA potential, but he don't train with him. He don't go to the basketball games with him, and he don't even publicly goddamn claim him unless he filed an income tax. Around the time he claiming his son because he's trying to get back a lot on income tax, but he don't claim him all through the year. He too busy promoting that other son that's confused. Gabrielle Union is behind this whole goddamn sissy play, and any
Put a one in the chat if y'all believe what Nino Brown just said, that Gabrielle Union is behind this whole sissy play. Pure survival. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think Gabrielle Union is behind it. You know what I'm saying? But I really think so myself. Now, he's grown. He's trying to live through her, but Gabrielle Union is all for it. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. And I feel like her pushing that shit is what really, look, everybody's saying it. Everybody's saying it. Everybody's saying it.
And he don't even publicly goddamn claim him unless he filed an income tax. Around the time he claiming his son because he's trying to get back a lot on income tax, but he don't claim him all through the year. He too busy promoting that other son that's confused. Gabrielle Union is behind this whole goddamn sissy play, and any day I feel like Dwyane Wade gonna come out the closet as a shake. But y'all comment below how y'all feel about Dwyane Wade playing with LeBron James, playing with all these goddamn hard, physical, tough. And Dwyane Wade daddy, a real OG from the street. I know he got them rolling over right now, cause ain't nowhere in hell when Dwyane Wade gonna turn, he let a woman turn him into a shake. Something ain't right about this situation, but I'll tell you.
Something ain't right about this situation. And that's why when they've been talking about these parties and stuff like that, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And even Dwyane Wade's ex-wife, the mom of Zion, was upset. Do y'all remember that? She came out and said that Gabrielle Union and Dwyane Wade was using him as a marketing tool. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a whole money play. Let's get them likes up to 400, man. We are surviving Gabrielle Union's tasty cake tongue. You know what I'm saying? This is wild. This is wild. But it's all gonna come out. I'm telling you, Diddy ain't the only one going to jail. It's a whole bunch of other people going down too. Trust me.
Out there is more drama than we know at the Dwyane Wade house because his ex-wife just exposed some juicy secrets about how he has been manipulating their trans daughter, and y'all will not believe the nasty things that have been going on in the Wade house. Child, this is a hot mess.
Originally named Zion born as a boy, came home and said, hey, so I want to talk to you guys. I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya.
Dwyane Wade has...
And right then and there, my son came home, and he's not of motherfucking age. He like 12 years old, Pills of Bible. And he talking about, Daddy, Papa, Jamil, I want you to call me, because my son's name is Jalil. So if my son came home and said, Dad, you got to stop calling me Jalil, Pills of Bible, I want you to call me Jamila. I would have told his ass, if you don't go in your motherfucking room right now. Pills of Bible. You about to get your ass kicked. You better wait till you old enough. Pills of Bible. You know what I'm saying? I would have thought my son was playing. But man, this is crazy.
As a boy, came home and said, hey, so I want to talk to you guys. I think going forward, I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya.
Dwyane Wade has not exactly been having the best time in the media lately because accusations have been flying around about him, and none of the accusations have been nice. Jaguar Wright accused them of being weirdos who were taking over from Will and Jada Smith as Hollywood's weirdest couple.
Guess it just moved over to the Wade house. I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old niggas, young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house.
Wow. Do y'all remember that when Jaguar Wright said that? When Jaguar Wright said that, and the stuff she said about Diddy, that all ended up coming out. Pure survival. So now, like I said, it make me look back at when Jaguar Wright was saying this shit, pure survival, and motherfucker was like, oh, this woman, she got to be out her mind. You telling me that Dwyane Wade and motherfucking Gabrielle Union was having freak-offs in their backyard, pure survival, hot dogs and freak-off buns? Hot dogs? No, you don't need no hamburger buns. We need real skin, hot dogs and real buns in the backyard. Jaguar Wright was exposing this shit right here, pure survival.
Hollywood's weirdest couple.
Guess it just moved over to the Wade house. I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old niggas, young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house.
Wow.
So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking shit about Boosie.
One thing about Jaguar, she is not going to shy away from speaking her truth and exposing everybody in Hollywood because she's got all the tea on pretty much everyone. And she has not been afraid to spill it, honey. And I find it interesting that she brought up Dwyane's transgender daughter, Zaya.
And I'm not going to lie.
All the tea on pretty much everyone. And she has not been afraid to spill it, honey. And I find it interesting that she brought up Dwyane's transgender.
This little girl looked just like motherfucking Dwyane Wade. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But as I'm saying to you, we got to make this clear. Shout out to the LBG community. We have no disrespect over here. We're not even being mean because this boy was a child. And all I ever said was the fact that if he's not old enough to make these grown decisions, you should let him get older. But I feel like even the mom said that Dwyane and Gabrielle Union was pushing this on him. You know what I mean? Like making him want to go hard at being a motherfucker her. Pure survival. Like it's not like they gave the other side a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like they never gave it a chance during survival. Now she looked like a little black girl. This was a little black boy. She looked like a little chocolate black boy. Girl, this is crazy, guys. We are surviving Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union.
All the tea on pretty much everyone. And she has not been afraid to spill it, honey. And I find it interesting that she brought up Dwyane's transgender daughter, Zaya, because Dwyane has been getting dragged and accused by his ex-wife, Suvan Funches Wade, who is Zaya's mother. For the past couple of months, Suvan has been in a bitter battle with Dwyane because she believes that he is manipulating Zaya and using her for his personal gain. Suvan and Dwyane split back in 2007.
Now listen, if this ain't wrong, Why did the mother of Zion, why was Dwayne Wade's son that they turned to a daughter or whatever, pure survival, the mother didn't approve of it? You see what I'm saying? The mother, to me, I feel like the mother was more like, well, we're going to wait until Zion gets older. You know what I mean? Before we can, let him do surgery or anything that I don't know if he had it or not, pure survival. I've heard rumors, but the mother didn't approve of it. It should be two motherfucking parents that make the decision, not Gabrielle. And Gabrielle Union was able to take this woman's place and make the decision during survival with Dwayne. This is awful.
Brought up Dwayne's transgender daughter, Zaya, because Dwayne has been getting dragged and accused by his ex-wife, Suvan Funches Wade, who is Zaya's mother. For the past couple of months, Suvan has been in a bitter battle with Dwayne because she believes that he is manipulating Zaya and using her for his personal gain. Suvan and Dwayne split back in 2007, and they have 2 kids together, Zaire and Zaya. Their divorce was finalized in 2011, and let me tell y'all, it was hella messy. It was so chaotic and drama-filled that they still haven't gotten over their bitterness, even though it's been 12 years. If anything, they seem to have become even more bitter and hateful toward each other. Now, Zaya was assigned male at birth, and she was named Zion Malachi Aramis Wade. But a few years ago, she came out to her family and requested that she be referred to as Zaya henceforth. That's how she became known as Zaya. And it's been like that for such a long time that a lot of people even forgot that she was ever named Zion to start with.
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, everybody got their own thing on whatever they do with their kids, apparently. But the fact that this mother did not approve of this, you know what I'm saying? I have to call it out. And if Diddy Glover is allegedly saying that Gabrielle Union was holding the camera at these freak offs, it's a lot. They got a lot of creepy shit going on. So it's not hard for me to believe that. Let's get them likes up to 400, guys. We need them 400 right now. You know what I'm saying? We got too many people in the building. And I need y'all's point of view. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that it was right that Dwyane and Gabrielle Union was able to make this decision without the mother. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all think that the mother don't have no right. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that the mother should have been cool with the situation, but she wasn't. You know what I'm saying? This is just crazy.
That's how she became known as Zaya. And it's been like that for such a long time that a lot of people even forgot that she was ever named Zion to start with. Well, Dwyane then decided to take things to the next level by legally filing to change Zaya's name from Zion to Zaya. Even though she has been known as Zaya for a while now, the name Zion is still on all her legal documents and papers, and her gender is still listed as male. Dwyane decided to change her name legally to Zaya Malachi Aramis Wade. And one thing to keep in mind is that when he and Suvan got divorced, he got granted full custody of both Zaya and her brother Zaire. This means that he has full legal rights over them, and therefore he can make decisions about them without needing to let Suvan know.
So I don't know how Dwyane got all full-blown custody. So now I don't know if any dysfunction with the mother or not. You know what I'm saying? Because for the man to get the what she say, the lounge said the biological mother should have had a say-so, not Gabrielle. You are so right, the lounge. Salute. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Because that's the truth. Birth mother didn't consent. That was still wrong. Thanks. Look, everybody is saying that. They made it look like a crackhead. That's terrible. I only can hit one time. Thank you, man. Like, damn. So a lot of people feel some kind of way. Let's get them likes to 400. The mother should have had a damn choice. You know what I'm saying? That's just wow.
Dwyane decided to change her name legally to Zaya Malachi Aramis Wade. And one thing to keep in mind is that when he and Suvan got divorced, he got granted full custody of both Zaya and her brother Zaire. This means that he has full legal rights over them, and therefore he can make decisions about them without needing to let Suvan know. And that's very telling, the fact that he got full custody. But when he decided to change Zaya's name, he decided to let Suvan know so she didn't find out on social media or on the news. Well, this came back to bite him on the butt because Suvan kicked against the name change. Turns out that she was never even in support of Zaya's new gender identity, and she was definitely not in support of changing her name.
You see that? So the mom was not cool with the gender, and the mom was not cool with Dwayne Wade going and illegally changing the son's name from whatever it was to motherfucker Zion or Zaya or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he did all of this without the consent of the mother. You know what I'm saying? And so this money is always about money. That's what I think. You know what I mean? I feel bad for the mom, yeah, because she had no motherfucking choice.
He got full custody. But when he decided to change Zaya's name, he decided to let Suvan know so she didn't find out on social media or on the news. Well, this came back to bite him on the butt because Suvan kicked against the name change. Turns out that she was never even in support of Zaya's new gender identity, and she was definitely not in support of changing her name. She filed a motion with the courts to stop Dwyane from changing the name, stating that she wanted Zaya to wait until she was 18 and could legally do so on her own.
Now you see that even the mom said, look, so the mom is not against the sexuality part. The mother just she filed a lawsuit against Dwyane because she just wanted the Zion to wait until he was 18. Pure survival. Which I felt, in my personal opinion, from the outside, that was fair. She just said, let the boy wait till he motherfucking 18. Pure survival. If he want to get a boyfriend, he want to go to the movies and eat popcorn with his boyfriend, he has to wait till he motherfucking 18. Pure survival. That's when you are considered a goddamn legal adult. That's all the mother was saying, and you stripped the rights away from her, Dwyane and Gabrielle. So you know Gabrielle Union was the one pressing them buttons. You know what I'm saying? Saying fuck what she say. Praise the Bible. You got her. You got custody of him, Dwyane. We don't need to listen to the mother. You know what I'm saying? Off with that motherfucker wiener. You know? So this is just wild that this was just done like that. This is crazy.
Name stating that she wanted Zaya to wait until she was 18 and could legally do so on her own. She also spoke to Page 6 saying, Dwyane is positioned to profit from the minor child's name and gender change with various companies through contact and marketing opportunities, including but not limited to deals with Disney. I have concerns that Wade may be pressuring our child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to capitalize on the financial opportunities that he has received from companies.
Wow, so even the mother said that. She felt like Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union was going to capitalize. Did you hear what the mom said? It was a financial thing. With him changing his name and getting rid of his gender and whatever the case may be, it was a financial gain during survival. And the mother felt like, why are you going to do that with our motherfucking child? And this is all for capitalizing of the dollar sign. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Like, I didn't even know the mother really was like, she filed a lawsuit. She was going crazy about this. Really trying to save her son's wiener. You know, y'all got to get them likes up to 500, man. This is crazy.
Name stating that she wanted Zaya to wait until she was 18 and could legally do so on her own. She also spoke to Page 6 saying, Dwyane is positioned to profit from the minor child's name and gender change with various companies through contact and marketing opportunities, including but not limited to deals with Disney. I have concerns that Wade may be pressuring our child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to capitalize on the financial opportunities that he has received from companies. She continued, Wade told me that he intended to make our child very famous due to the name and gender issue, and also informed me that there would be endorsements and contracts associated therewith. Zion, who was present at the time, answered that various companies were interested in that Disney.
So the mom said that Dwyane told her, look, chill. He's our son. Look what she say. Dwyane told me that he intended to make our child a very famous due to the name and the gender issue. So Dwyane told her, look, be motherfucking quiet. I'm gonna make him a star. And you know, like, so you can tell this was all about the money. This is what the mother said. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And told her pretty much, be quiet. We about to make him a freak off star.
Capitalize on the financial opportunities that he has received from companies. She continued, Wade told me that he intended to make our child very famous due to the name and gender issue, and also informed me that there would be endorsements and contracts associated therewith. Zion, who was present at the time, answered that various companies were interested and that Disney was a prospective company. But then, to her credit, Suvan made some pretty solid points about the effects that publicly transitioning would have on Zaya. She expressed concern about how Dwyane was handling the transition, noting that there will likely be media pressure on the minor child, and I think that this is an important thing to keep in mind. Dwyane is a celebrity, and by extension, there is already a lot of media attention on his family and kids. Transitioning can be really stressful to deal with, even for many adults who have the opportunity of doing so in private. Zaya is still a kid, and the media attention that her transition is going to bring on her can be damaging. Dwyane,
And which was true because with them being famous, of course, the media, you know what I mean, such as myself and others, was going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a normal thing.
decided to reply to Suvan's lawsuit on social media, which is out of the norm for him. He posted a lengthy statement on Instagram saying, "Since this must be the new way of parenting, I guess I have to address these allegations here, which is a shame. I've received a social media post about me forcing our 15-year-old child to be someone she's not and do something against her will. These are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt our children." He continued, "While none of us are surprised by Suvan's attempt to fight Zaya's identity and her unwavering attempt to drag my name through the mud, I'm very disappointed that she continuously finds ways of censoring herself and her needs without regard to her children."
And this is what Dwyane Wade is trying to say. This is what he's saying. These are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt our children. But what you doing didn't hurt them. I received a social media post about me forcing, this is what Dwyane said to the mom, me forcing our 15-year-old child to be someone she's not. To be someone she's not. That's already telling us right there. Even with Dwyane responding to his kid's mom and saying that she said that he's trying to force her. You calling her right there. I'm trying to our 15-year-old child to be someone she's not. No, you meant to say someone that he's not. This is letting you know right there from your response that you were forcing him, Dwyane. You know what I mean? You couldn't even call him him right here. You said forcing. Wow, you can hear that. This is crazy.
I guess I have to address these allegations here, which is a shame. I've received a social media post about me forcing our 15-year-old child to be someone she's not and do something against her will. These are serious and harmful allegations that have hurt our children. He continued, "While none of us are surprised by Suvan's attempt to fight Zaya's identity and her unwavering attempt to drag my name through the mud, I'm very disappointed that she continuously finds ways of censoring herself and her needs without regard to her children. Suvan tried a similar attempt over a decade ago, and 13 lawyers later, I was awarded sole custody of our 2 kids as an active NBA player." Dwyane brought up the great point that he has full custody of those kids, which the male typically never does. I'm not saying
because he got the money. You know what I mean? This is, like I said, this is Dwyane's other son. Look just like him. Pure survival. They have 2 children. Gabrielle Union was cheating on what was Dwyane Wade's side chick on her. You know what I'm saying? Of course you was going to get custody. You are rich. You know what I'm saying? She's not. You probably got the same freak-off lawyers that Diddy Glover got. And the same lawyers that Jay-Z and Jay-Z's hairstyle got, that which has been lying on Ramel, his biological son. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. Y'all got people that'll make sure shit are working y'all favor. Pure survival.
player. Dwyane brought up the great point that he has full custody of those kids, which the male typically never does. I'm not saying Suvan is a bad mom. I'm just pointing out how weird that is. Anyways, he continues, "I've given her the opportunity to reach out to Zaya's teachers, doctors, and therapists over the years and even meet her friends so she could get her own understanding of our child's needs for her life. She won't do it. She has not been to a school recital, graduation, school dance, play date, etc. And Zaya has given her every opportunity to..."
See, and this is what Dwyane tried to do to sit there and assassinate the mom's credit, saying she never been at a school thing, she never been at this, she never been at that. We don't know why she never been at that. But he's making her sound like she's the terrible parent. But what does that got to do with you having your son do a decision way too young? You know what I'm saying? But this is what he's trying to say. He basically trying to say that the mom ain't shit. She ain't showed up to nothing and did no support in the kid, and now she want to have a say so. This is what Dwyane is saying. Smash that like button.
Anyways, he continues, I've given her the opportunity to reach out to Zaya's teachers, doctors, and therapists over the years and even meet her friends so she could get her own understanding of our child's needs for her life. She won't do it. She has not been to a school recital, graduation, school dance, play date, etc. And Zaya has given her every opportunity to try to get to know her, but she won't do it. No one in our house would ever force Zaya or any of our children to do anything against their will, much less force an identity on them. This isn't a game for my family, and definitely not for Zaya. Suvan has decided to pretty much be an absent parent to Zaya all on her own. I will not.
No, I don't believe that, Dwayne. I don't believe that at all. You know what I mean? Shout out to the lounge. The lounge said these kids of Hollywood be suffering what these freak off men and women parents want them to be. And I agree with that. That's why that just hit hard. You know what I'm saying? It's these kids of Hollywood and their parents. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, man. This is just crazy. Miss Commentary said pure survival. You're not lying. Johnny motherfucker said for real. You know what I mean? I believe her mom loves her two kids. Me too. But probably was told to stay away from them. That is facts. That's what I believe.
I sit on my hands this time and allow her to make a mockery of my dedication to my family. The high road has run out of real estate. Ooh, child, he said that. Not him exposing Suvan for being a deadbeat mom. Child. See, I knew that this drama was going to be messy, but I didn't think that it was going to get this messy. Whew, this is serving a reality TV level drama. He served her on a platter, honey. But Suvan wasn't about to let Dwyane have the last word because she responded to his statement saying, first, these statements are completely untrue. And second, they are very hurtful, not only to myself, but more importantly to my children, who are as human and subject to hurt and pain as all other children, despite any lifestyle that they've been.
See, and the mom said that these statements Dwayne made about her was all lies. That's what the mother said.
Drama. He served her on a platter, honey. But Suvan wasn't about to let Dwyane have the last word because she responded to his statement saying, first, these statements are completely untrue. And second, they are very hurtful, not only to myself, but more importantly to my children, who are as human and subject to hurt and pain as all other children, despite any lifestyle that they've been afforded. They too, like many other children, have experienced the excruciating pain and unique challenges that children suffer when their parents are divorced. I will not add to that pain by now responding publicly with malicious or hateful-filled comments to Dwyane, despite his decision to say these harmful untruths about me. She continued, Dwyane is still the dad of my children, and for my baby's sake, I choose to refrain from speaking negatively about him. If I had anything at all publicly to say to him, it would only be one thing. I forgive him. It would only be this one thing, because this matter isn't about him or me. It's about a child who otherwise cannot protect and shield themselves from the negative consequences that encompass living your life in the view of the.
See, now I gotta agree with the mom right here. I'm sorry, because she's saying that she's still not even gonna bash Dwyane and tell us things that she could tell us, pure survival, times when she probably had to take the dildo to his motherfucking tasty cakes. I'm not even gonna do that. She's like, this is all about our son, and you making him to make these decisions at a young age to where people can make fun of him, people can do all these different things, all for the love of money and Gabrielle. You know what I'm saying? So the mom still she doing it like she's handling it like the adult during survival.
About him or me. It's about a child who otherwise cannot protect and shield themselves from the negative consequences that encompass living your life in the view of the world. She added, yes, the world will watch your triumphs, but they will also have a front row seat to your failures. There are countless full-grown famous adults who have experienced this and suffered severe consequences stemming from anxiety and depression, and others are no longer with us because they took their own lives under this public pressure and scrutiny. Again, I do think her comments about the public scrutiny are valid, but child, you the one who started this talking about I'm not going to drag Dwyane right now. Girls, take a seat, especially when she hasn't been present in Zaya's life. Like, don't try to save face now, honey. But then people are split on the drama because many people do believe that Dwyane is doing the right thing by his child. Someone said, F Dwyane Wade.
I don't think so, and I'm siding with the mom because I believe that Gabrielle Union is behind it, and this is why he's panicking because Diddy, he knew them feds, Diddy sending them feds his way. So regardless of the decision with them, it's about what was y'all allegedly doing. That's the whole thing, because Diddy is telling.
Rumor has it that Dwyane Wade has been on a roll since Diddy's cases were made public because allegedly there are a bunch of things that implicate him in all the videos that the feds already have their hands on.
And then, if you got 250 cameras, there's a lot of footage that them agents gotta go through.
Shout out to Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard, and Diddy, Gene Deal's kneecaps. Y'all know we survived Gene Deal's kneecaps over here, and we shot out his clip-on kneecaps. It's a whole bunch of freak-off tapes that have not came out yet, and Dwyane and Gabrielle, y'all better hope y'all not on these motherfucking tapes.
Rumor has it that Dwyane Wade has been on a roll since Diddy's cases were made public because allegedly there are a bunch of things that implicate him in all the videos that the feds already have their hands on.
And then, if you got 250 cameras, there's a lot of footage that them agents gotta go through.
Child, what was Diddy doing with 250 cameras in his home? Well, allegedly, the footage in the cameras, plus the hundreds of hours of footage Lil Rod said exists from his parties, is ultimately what is going to be his undoing, and the undoing of everyone who was ever a participant in the parties like Dwyane Wade. And apparently,
Everybody that's been a participant at these parties and had their own parties, oh, they're going down.
what is going to be his undoing, and the undoing of everyone who was ever a participant in the parties like Dwyane Wade. And apparently for Dwyane Wade, he's not even concerned about being at the parties. He is more concerned about the footage of him being on the DL and possibly taking advantage of much younger artists. Okay, y'all know that there have been speculations over the years that Dwyane is on the down low, and he even fueled those speculations himself during a 2021 interview with I Am Athlete, where he revealed that he used to wear his sister's heels and clothes when he was a kid.
At 3 years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
And what did you think Diddy was thinking when he heard Dwyane Wade said that he liked to put on heels? Pure survival. And he was putting out applications for freak-off mermaids. When you said that you like to put on heels, pure survival, I'm sure that Diddy felt like you was making a pass at him. And I know you and Gabrielle, to me, was definitely at them freak-offs, and y'all allegedly had freak-offs at your own house. Pure survival. But when Diddy was thinking about you in them heels, and the way you had your legs crossed, he wanted to grease you.
Where he revealed that he used to wear his sister's heels and clothes when he was a kid.
At 3 years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear. When all my sisters did, I try to do those things.
Then there have been people like Boosie who have suggested that Dwyane has always been on the DL. Like when he shared a post on Twitter where he wrote while targeting Gabrielle Union, LOL, the whole world know I love women and the world know your husband loved D. I hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews and here you go. Go bang him with that D and wait on a script.
And you heard Diddy say, Boosie, he said, go bang Dwyane Wade with that D though, and wait on the script. He said, your Dwyane been doing that, but that's why I said Gabrielle Union knew about this.
The world know your husband loved D. I hope you don't think blacks look at y'all like a power couple. They don't. I had refused to talk about y'all in interviews, and here you go. Go bang him with that D and wait on a script, you little white girl. In addition, followers have said over the years that they have seen the signs, like that time when Dwyane posted a photo with Gabrielle and his legs were crossed, exposed.
And we had to go back to them ashy motherfucking freak-off legs one more time, guys. What do y'all think, like I said, when Diddy Glover saw them motherfucking legs like that, Bible with them things crossed like that. Diddy, oh my God. Dwyane, this is nothing that you can hide, sir. Them ashy motherfucking ankles and kneecaps, this is right here. You wanted to be the mother right now. Pure survival. Gabrielle, like, look, we on camera. I'm going to hold the baby and feed the baby. But when that camera go off, you can have the goddamn baby in the bottle. You can see it right there, man. This is pure survival at this point.
A thigh tattoo. In another instance, Dwyane also posted a photo showing off his painted toes and a gold anklet. There was also a blind item that previously made rounds that read, "This former A-list NBA player says on road trips he used to sleep with his A-plus list teammate, who is also now retired. Both men are married to women." And the names that came up a lot with regards to the blind item were Dwyane Wade and Chris Bosh. Apparently, a lot of these NBA stars were invited to the parties, which would explain why there are usually so many blind items that NBA players are on the DL. So to a lot of people, those were just receipts that Dwyane could actually be on the DL, which means to them that those wild gay party stories are not really far-fetched. Now, I personally would never have a problem with how someone chooses to identify, but the problem with Dwyane is that there have been allegations that the things he has done, especially with young artists, are pretty much the same things Diddy is being accused of.
Same thing that Diddy's been being accused of. Man, it's the history of it. Gabrielle Union sitting there talking to a girl she's supposed to counsel, 15 years old. She tells her, "Hey, this boy want to go down on me," and she tells this 15-year-old girl, "Look, it's cool, long as if you want her to go down on him." But she said to her, "All right, if you're gonna, make his wiener disappear, then you got to make sure that he eats your motherfucking box." This is what she told in the interview with Sway, matter of fact, said this to a 15-year-old girl. Like, don't go down on somebody unless they go down on you. Instead of telling that little girl you shouldn't even be thinking about having sex. Praise the Bible. You 15 motherfucking years old. You know what I'm saying? You better be thinking about school, books, and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you should have told her. Even though we know in the world there's a lot of young people that have kids. You know what I'm saying? I had a kid at 17 years old. Pure survival. You know what I'm saying? But you supposed to, if you get a chance to give a young person advice, you supposed to tell them no, you don't want to have sex. You got plenty of time to have sex in your future. Don't even think about that. Let's talk about books. Let's talk about, you know what I'm saying? Like being successful. You got STDs, you got teenage pregnancies. All these things come with having sex as a teen, pure survival. But you didn't think of none of that. And then you want to complain about Dwyane Wade getting his cheeks clapped by Diddy Glover like you didn't know what Dwyane was into. Gabrielle! You know what I'm saying? Now listen, if you want to become a member, hit the members button. You know what I mean? Because we're going to stay tuned. I'm going to definitely keep y'all posted, man, on everything that's breaking, that's coming out of this shit, man. Y'all heard about the dude last night that worked for Diddy. As a matter of fact, where's this dude at? This is why I'm telling y'all Diddy's going to be telling on everybody. Hold on. Because there is a guy that came out on that documentary that was working for Diddy, hiding his lifestyle. And all these people telling, you know what I'm saying, on Diddy. So what you think Diddy gonna do? You think he just gonna go down by his motherfucking self? You got to be crazy. Oprah, all of them is worried. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know if she out of the hospital yet. You know what I'm saying? But people is going down, man. Diddy's not going down by himself. So Gabrielle Union, all these other celebrities, because everybody's still talking about the tapes that Diddy's lawyer said that was consensual. Nobody's talking about the tapes that they found in the house. The consensual tapes supposed to have been the tapes that Cassie supposed to have. Remember? that was supposed to be the ones where Cassie's running and taking control of the freak offs. Wait till them tapes come out that with the celebrities and the tapes that we didn't see. Why y'all think the feds is so motherfucking quiet? They got the real bombshell shit that's gonna fuck us up. You know what I mean? It's gonna mess our heads up. The lounge, my baby said facts. Yes, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you so much. Cause look at these people telling. When I watched the docu-series last night, I said, damn, I never heard of this light-skinned boy with the motherfucking the eyes. He got like blue eyes. I think Diddy clapped his cheeks. He said that Diddy gave him a condom and made him clap a female's cheeks. And you know that Diddy records when you clapping cheeks. So he could have just stood there and stared at his ass as he was clapping cheeks. But I think this dude I think Diddy Glover clapped his cheeks. Pure survival. Because he said he was afraid of Diddy. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, you gonna have to kill me. You know what I mean? You're not gonna force me as a dude to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you got some people that's like softer kind of guys. You know what I'm saying? And I try my hardest not to laugh. You know what I mean? When it's a grown man that's saying that Diddy forced himself on him. You know what I'm saying? And my woman, like, she be sitting there, Jamel, this is so sad. I ain't even gonna lie. We had this conversation earlier, because I told her, I said, he's a grown man. But she got a big heart. So she felt bad for the dude. But I'm like, did he force him to have sex with a woman? What is he afraid of pussy or something? You know what I'm saying? But I think that Diddy definitely clapped his cheeks, in my opinion. This boy right here.
Former assistant Deshaun Diddy Combs speaking out in the new interview with new allegations about wild parties and drug use. Eva Pilgrim is here with the story. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, Michael. At this point, we've all probably heard about these infamous parties. Diddy's assistant now giving us details about what he says were called Wild King Nights.
It's official. I survived what I've been through.
This morning, new details allegedly inside Diddy's world before his shocking arrest. The entertainment mogul now behind bars for federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
It was a circus. He did whatever he wanted. And we were just at his disposal.
Phil Pines was Diddy's senior executive assistant from 2019 to 2021. He said,
yes, this is the assistant dude right here. Pure Bible. You know what I'm saying? And is it possible, put a one in the chat, right? Is it possible that a grown man could be forced by Diddy to clap somebody's cheeks? You know what I mean? Or put a two in the chat if y'all feel like the man was forced. You know, you got to look at him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said no. Like somebody saying one. No, his drawers. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Hold up. So do y'all think Diddy clapped his cheeks voluntarily, or did he? He's okay. That's too gay. If you got that money hungry, I'm saying, do y'all think that he was so scared of Diddy? Possibly, but maybe a little different. Looks too grown up. With a pow pow. They probably told him something. It turned out otherwise. Yes, y'all funny as a motherfucker. All right, but this is the dude. Stop laughing at the dude, guys.
Diddy's world before his shocking arrest. The entertainment mogul now behind bars for federal sex trafficking and racketeering charges.
It was a circus. He did whatever he wanted. And we were just at his disposal.
Phil Pines was Diddy's senior executive assistant from 2019 to 2021. He says his then boss asked him to purchase supplies for parties dubbed Wild King Nights.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly.
Do y'all, so look, hold on, let me just see this, right?
We usually had a laundry list of items.
Do y'all think, like I said, put a one in the chat if y'all think that Diddy clapped his cheeks voluntarily. Put a two in the chat if y'all think Diddy took this man's cheeks. Put a one if y'all think that he, was with that shit. I'm seeing the ones coming in. Oh, okay, we got some twos. We got some one, two pretty ones. I think he was all in. Oh my God. All right, we said both. Some people said both. All right. Oh my God. We got someone. Also, all y'all saying that he was with it. Listen, because my woman, she said, well, he's married with children. Because this dude said that Diddy forced him to get some coochie, like that he didn't clap his cheeks. He said Diddy passed him a condom and forced him to have sex with a woman. You know what I mean? So it was kind of hard for me to feel like real bad, because I'm like, how can a man force you to have sex with a woman? And it was so traumatizing to have sex with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that part. Maybe he was forced and liked it. He don't like women. Okay, so he don't like women. All right, maybe that, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, let me see. And then somebody said, yeah, right. Fact. Like, I'm just saying, because, all right, both. All right, let me see. He's lying about it. Tassana Queen said he lying. Did he love them pretty men? Drugged him. He said he wasn't even drugged, but I would have took that too. Pure the Bible. He already gay. Okay, all right. Because I'm like, I don't know how to feel super sad for a grown man. Like, I know Diddy could have been scary and all this, but if Diddy told me, look, here, take this condom and have sex with this girl, and I work for him, like, so I can come home and say, damn, baby, well, Diddy made me fuck somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, couldn't I have just told him, like, look, I'm happy. I'm happily married. Pure the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no vagina. It already smell like vagina and baby oil stains in here. Like, he couldn't have said none of that. Like, he kind of made it like he was scared for his life to stick his dick inside of some penis. I mean, some fucking vagina. Like, I'm just, that just hit different like that. If you're afraid to have sex with a woman, like, I don't know how that is. Like, he married to a gay gang to a gay. All right, y'all fucking crazy. All right, real survivor. I needed that.
Assistant from 2019 to 2021. He says his then boss asked him to purchase supplies for parties dubbed Wild King Nights.
We usually had a laundry list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, Molly. Those requests started to become more frequent.
Pines claims many of these parties involved younger women.
A lot of times you'd have him with a younger female, and there's a power dynamic there. A more impressionable girl is easier to realize.
Hold on, let me see what the lounge said. I think Diddy seen he was soft and forced him to do things. And I admitted to you face to face, honey, that there is, you know what I mean, possibility of that. Definitely. I think Diddy saw that he was a softer guy and he could boss him around and all of that. The only thing that I said was, that will be the day that I'm going to quit working for you. Like, if you scaring me to that point, like, you know what I'm saying? To where it's like, all right, you better, because I told, listen, all right, listen, the ladies and gentlemen. Now, if Diddy told, you know, y'all, men that y'all know, that, hey, look, take this condom and have sex with this girl. How many of y'all, put a one in the chat if y'all know a bunch of dudes that would have jumped on that and clapped whoever that woman cheeks is. Put a two in the chat if y'all think that the men would have been like, oh no, I don't want to fuck her. Which one do y'all think? More guys would have fucked than not, right? Look at all the ones, Pearls of Bible. And we talking about brothers. We talking about ex-husbands. We talking about husbands that would have took that opportunity and clapped somebody's cheeks. Did he gave you a condom, said, here. And the girl turned around and said, look, it's consensual. You can get it right now. It was purr. Come get it. You know, look, everybody put a one. But this dude said that he was so traumatized by the fact that he had to stick his ego inside of a female's waffle. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that was just kind of crazy to me.
A lot of times you'd have him with a younger female, and there's a power dynamic there. A more impressionable girl is easier to realize consent is between the people that are engaging, and I wasn't there in these situations to understand the consent.
The new interview, part of Investigation Discovery's docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
My job is to shield his private life from the public.
Pines even sharing audio he says is of Diddy telling Pines to bring him various substances during those Wild King nights.
And this dude had the receipts. He had Diddy's voice messages, text messages, to where this is no AI. This was really Diddy talking to him. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm going to stick with what somebody said in the chat. Yes, but I think he was forced. I mean, it may be an act too. But you know what? No, listen. He sound like he got paid. Bruh, look at the way he sit and dress. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got broken in. I don't want to understand how a man could be forced. I'm Scottish. Don't want to okay. Yeah, cuz to buy drugs. No, laugh out loud. Man, listen. My thing is, all right, he's a softer guy. Maybe he wasn't into women. You know what I mean? Monique saying he wasn't forced. Highly classified, yes. Pure survival. He crying victim now so he don't get locked up too. Pure survival. Diddy clapping cheeks 7 days a week. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for that super chat. Pure survival. Sarah hit that super chat. It's straight old heads in here. Hold on. Judgment Days is here. You got to tell Diddy Glover no. Yo, y'all funny as a motherfucker. I had to ask y'all. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause me and the lounge was tripping. We was cracking up laughing. You know what I mean? Well, she wasn't laughing, but I'm saying we were having a real serious conversation going back about it, back and forth. You know what I mean? Just her point of view and my point of view. I got her point of view, but like I was saying, like I grew up a certain way to where, like, I never seen a man forced to have sex with a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like I know dudes years ago that'd be like, "Yo, look, we got these girls." Da, da, da. And dudes usually run to that type of thing. So for a man to say, "I'm so hurt that Diddy made me clap," get some vagina. Like I see if he said, "I'm so hurt that Diddy clapped my cheeks," but he said he's so hurt because Diddy made him get some. So maybe he might have didn't like women. You know what I mean? Because that's what that sounded like to me. You know what I'm saying? Now I see if he said Diddy made me have sex with this my 800-pound. You know what I mean? Like something like that. Then I'm like, all right, that was messed up. Diddy made him have sex with an 800-pound motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can only imagine what they probably look like. You know what I mean? He is a gay. You don't force to do nothing if you keep coming back. I mean, you gotta say no to Diddy. Look, y'all all is hilarious. I'm loving the chat. Holmes busted the and started crying. Yo, hold on. Holly certified classified. Funny as shit. Holly classified said, "Homie bust the nut," and then he started crying. Yo, y'all got me laughing. He said, "Homie busted nut," and started crying. That just made me laugh like a motherfucker. Sarah, yes, I do. I'm more sensitive when it comes personally, like Diddy taking advantage of people. Hold on. Remember, Diddy told Fabulous, "You didn't party with me." He wanted Fabulous. Yo, y'all got me dying laughing. I'm sorry. Like, I got tears in my eyes right now. Y'all crack me up. And I'm glad y'all made me laugh about this. Because I knew it. I said, hold on, goddammit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I ain't grow up like that. Like, you was supposed to you got props if you got ladies and things like that. Like, but like okay, maybe like I said, dude was working. He was all about his job. He didn't want to freak off with Diddy, and Diddy Glover forced him to freak off and watched his tasty cakes. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But let's hear what he say that Diddy did, and then I want y'all to tell me what y'all feel.
Understand the consent.
The new interview, part of Investigation Discovery's docuseries, The Fall of Diddy.
My job is to shield his private life from the public.
Pines even sharing audio he says is of Diddy telling Pines to bring him various substances during those Wild King nights.
Phil, I need some Cialis. Can you give me 20 Xanax, please? Hey, Phil, I need a plan B.
I remember hearing the words, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." He grabbed me by the shoulders.
So listen, the dude said that Diddy Glover said, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." And then he grabbed this dude, his personal assistant, by his shoulders and threw him a condom and said, "Have sex with that girl on the couch." And this is what the dude said he's so traumatized about.
Xanax, please. Hey, Phil, I need a plan B.
I remember hearing the words, "Prove your loyalty to me, King." He grabbed me by the shoulders, pushed me to a girl that was on the couch.
The alleged parties
Pushed him to a girl that was on the couch, and he had to clap the girl's cheeks. Like I said, what do y'all feel about that? Dude said, Diddy told him, "Prove your loyal to me. Prove to me that you can have sex with this girl on the couch." I think Diddy said, "Prove your loyal to me and bend over and let me clap your cheeks." That sound more like believable to me. You know what I'm saying? Even if he tells he's still going down, then clap his buttocks. Listen to it. Hold on, y'all. It's going fast as shit. Hold on. These grown men knew better than that. For real, for real. That's why I say he's gay. You right. Sarah might be. Mirror girl. It does. Facts. Mike True. Boy bye. Somebody said boy bye. He said, girl, maybe it was a mirror and that's why he is traumatized. That's why I said, man, that part right there is like, did he force me to clap some girls? Said, prove your loyalty to me. I felt like it was more believable if Diddy said, prove your loyal to me, your loyal meant to me, and then let me get inside of your tasty cakes. He said, no, prove your loyalty to me, gave him a condom and said, have sex with that girl on the couch. And he's so traumatized from that. Look, leave it. Or Sarah Shirley said he lying.
And various substances during those Wild King nights.
Phil, I need some Cialis. Can you give me 20 Xanax, please? Hey, Phil, I need a plan B.
I remember hearing the words, prove your loyalty to me, King. He grabbed me by the shoulders, pushed me to a girl that was on the couch.
The alleged parties similar to the infamous freak-offs detailed in the federal charges against the star, where women were allegedly forced to perform sexual acts with Combs and others, often under the influence of drugs.
In the moment, it just felt like, what? Like, is this fun for him? Is this a test?
Pines.
And he said in the moment when Diddy said, go ahead and get that coochie, he's like, is this real? Like, and this dude's that with a hauled ass over there, like, oh, I'm just saying. But you know what? We still got to be honest, guys, because he, you know what I mean? You could be a faithful man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a faithful dude. You know what I mean? Praise the Bible. And I'm keeping it real with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So he just did not want to cheat on his woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there something wrong with the fact that he didn't want to cheat on his woman? Just because of the fact that he could have got away with it and his woman didn't have to know at all. He did not want to freak off with Diddy. You know what I mean? She was 12 years old. Okay, now that's a good one. Maybe he didn't, because it was a minor. You know what I'm saying? Have a woman, at the end of the day, everybody that was there going to the parties already knew what was up. D. Madison, I think so. Pure survival. I think because the girl was a minor. Now that's what I'm saying. Give me something good. He's telling himself now. You know what I mean? Now, why are you coming out now? What do you want? Well, this is what I think, right? He coming out now because he had to speak to the grand jury. Remember when they said that they're going to lock up all of Diddy's culprits, the people who was cleaning up the rooms, the people that was helping him supply the drugs and all that? That was his job. So I think the Fed said, look, motherfucker, if you don't testify against Diddy and tell us that he forced you to do these jobs, you're going to jail too. That's why I think the motherfucker came out. You know what I'm saying? Because the Feds is like, we know that you work for Diddy. You know, and he already said that Diddy had him cleaning up these rooms, empty condoms, motherfucking baby oil stains all on the wall. They had a baby oil bathtub. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like he had to tell, or he was going to get in trouble. It just, the part of him being forced to have sex with a woman was the part that I just thought was hilarious. I couldn't feel like all sympathetic, like, oh, I feel sad. Oh, he had to fuck that night. You know what I mean? I just didn't know how to feel like that. Like, I didn't, you know. So, but it is what it is, guys.
Just against the star, where women were allegedly forced to perform sexual acts with Combs and others, often under the influence of drugs.
In the moment, it just felt like, what? Like, is this fun for him? Is this a test?
Pines bringing a lawsuit to Combs back in December, accusing him of sexual battery and harassment. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all charges. His attorneys releasing a statement saying, no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted or sex trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor.
So Diddy and his lawyers are sticking to the fact that all this shit was consensual. I never forced myself on these people. And that same dude that was Diddy's assistant, I didn't know he came out with a lawsuit in December. So this dude filed his lawsuit in December, and he just was on the docu-series last night. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how this all unfold, guys, during survival. You know, prayers go out to the victims, and I mean the real victims. You know what I'm saying? Like other people that I don't know or I just think is completely lying, like I just burst out, you know what I mean, kind of laughing, especially when I hear the bizarre stories. Like they had the one lady on a documentary that her baby father came out and said that she lied. I said, how is she on the documentary? Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? You had Tisha Tales on that motherfucker. Tisha Tales never met Diddy Glover a day in her life. Pure survival. But I ain't gonna lie, shout out to her. You know, she got her time to shine on TV or whatever. And the fact that she's been, you know, reporting on Diddy for so long, she done got a gig on that motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? But man, this is crazy, guys. My Instagram is Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me and I'll follow you back. Thanks for everybody to hit that cash app. Everybody hit that super chat. Just everybody hit that like button. I don't give a damn. Everybody in the building. And everybody, the best part of this shit right here, this whole show today was me hearing the shit that y'all was saying in the chat. Cause y'all made me laugh like a motherfucker. Pure survival. Soon as I get off here, I go talking to my lady. Soon as I get off here, I'm like, baby, what did I tell you? I told you that dude crying like a look, she laughing because he know I can't wait till I get off air. I'm saying, see what the people's at. We ain't feeling bad for that man. No, but listen, love y'all, man, and I'll be back on during survival.